Finance with Ajay. Today we are doing something different, a complete walkthrough of the markets. We'll cover Nifty 50 here in India, US indices like Nasdaq and S&P 500, commodities like gold and silver, and of course, crypto with Bitcoin and Ethereum. I'll not just share chart levels but also what the latest news means, and whether the current setups look like a buy, hold, or sell. So grab your chai or coffee, and let's get into it. Let's start with the Nifty 50. As of now, Nifty is trading around the 25,100 mark. After last week's weakness, we saw a modest bounce led by energy shares. But here's the interesting bit, while equities have crawled up only about 4% this year, gold is up nearly 47% and silver a massive 59%. That's a huge reversal of trend because usually equities dominate. On the charts, Nifty has strong support around the 24,700 to 24,800 zone, and resistance near 25,500. If it holds support and global cues remain positive, dips can be used as a buying opportunity. But if we see a breakdown, caution is warranted, especially since valuations are not cheap. My view? Long-term investors can hold, but short-term traders should wait for clear direction instead of chasing. Now, shifting to the US markets, the Nasdaq and S&P 500. Both these indices have been quite sensitive to Fed signals. Just recently, weaker US payroll data gave rise to fresh hopes of a rate cut, and as a result, futures for both Nasdaq and S&P climbed. This shows you how macro data directly fuels market sentiment. On charts, the Nasdaq is still looking strong above its 50-day moving average, and S&P is also holding up well. So the current setup leans more towards buy or accumulate if you believe in the rate cut story. But I'd add a caution, if inflation data surprises on the upside or Fed comments turn hawkish again, we might see a quick sell-off. So, I'd call it a buy with caution, or hold if you're already invested. Now let's talk about the shining stars, gold and silver. Gold has absolutely exploded past $3,800 per ounce, even touching a record high near $3,895. Silver isn't far behind, surging over 60% this year. In India, gold is trading around 1.19 lakh rupees per 10 grams and silver near 1.47 lakh rupees per kilo, new peaks. Why this madness? Simple, global uncertainty and safe haven demand. When investors worry about currencies, inflation, or politics, they run to gold and silver. But here's the risk, some experts are warning not to get carried away. When an asset rallies 50–60% in a year, corrections are natural. So my take, if you already hold gold or silver, hold on, maybe book partial profits at new highs. For new investors, I'd say don't rush in now, wait for dips to buy. Remember, the best time to enter is when others are not chasing. And now, the crowd favorite, Bitcoin and Ethereum. October has started with fireworks here too. Bitcoin has crossed $117,000 and Ethereum is trading above $4,000, breaking key resistances. A big factor here is institutional adoption. More funds and companies are getting exposure, and studies show that Bitcoin's correlation with Nasdaq and S&P has become very high, at times even 0.8 or 0.9. This means crypto is no longer moving in isolation, it's now tied to global risk sentiment. If stocks go risk on, crypto rallies. If fear comes in, both can fall. My view? If you are a long-term believer in crypto, this is still a hold and accumulate on dips zone. But if you entered at lower levels, taking partial profits above $115,000 for Bitcoin and $4,000 for Ethereum is not a bad idea. Volatility is the rule here, so never over-leverage. So what's the bigger picture? Across markets, we're seeing a tug of war. Stocks are being pulled up by hopes of rate cuts, but valuations are stretched. Commodities like gold and silver are skyrocketing on fear and safe haven demand. Crypto is enjoying momentum but with huge volatility. For investors like us, the key is balance. You don't have to chase every rally. Build a diversified portfolio, keep some equities, add a bit of gold or silver, maybe some crypto exposure if your risk tolerance allows, and always have cash ready for opportunities. To sum it up in one line, Nifty looks good on dips, US indices are buy on supports, gold and silver are strong but overbought, and crypto is exciting but risky. So that's my take for today. Which of these do you want me to analyze more deeply in the next video? Should I pick Nifty's chart, or Bitcoin's journey past $100,000, or gold's unstoppable rally? Drop your choice in the comments below. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and the bell icon, because I'll be sharing more timely market updates very soon. I'm Ajay Sharma, signing off. See you in the next video.